Hey everybody, welcome back today. It's good to see you all. I am coming on to talk to you as promised about being happy and what that means to each of us. So this content is based off of a Mel Robbins podcast, and I will actually link it down below for you guys to go check out if you want to. So I think I'm going to start with asking you a question. So, when do you remember being happier? That's a big question. When do you remember being happier? Okay, so this is sparked by many different conversations that I've had over the course of the past couple of months. And happiness has come up a lot. And what I've discovered is that being happy differs pretty much from person to person. It's pretty much uncommon to find somebody to find happiness in the same words that you will. So, having said that, I want to kind of open up some contemplative moments here right now before I get to where I'm going. So, first of all, I've talked to people and, people that are close to me, or people colleagues that I work with or such, okay? And sometimes there's moments where, like, we're all human. It's human nature. It's the human condition that we're going to go through ups and downs, ebbs and flows, right? So first of all, when you feel like you have nothing to look forward to, it's really challenging to practice gratitude and appreciation and being thankful. So I know, like, for me, I know that I talk a lot about being grateful and practicing gratitude, but I just want to recognize that sometimes, like, for a person that feels like they are stuck, they're not where they want to be, they're lost and miserable, lonely, and living a life that they feel like they didn't choose, it might be challenging, and it might be kind of triggering for those people if, I say to them, well, what are you grateful for? Be here, be now. And, like, it could be contradictory, right? Like, it could be kind of like hypocritical in that aspect. So I just want to recognize, that moment. So for example, if that's not possible and those people are really stuck and lost, it's because there's fear, right? They're scared. They don't know where to go, or in their minds, they're thinking that they don't know what to do. They don't know how to get out of this, but they do. Each person knows the way. It's about being honest with ourselves, and it's about doing the work, and it's about mapping out where you are now and where you want to go. So I'm going to actually dig down a little deeper than that. So it's even about, this is probably one of the only moments I'm going to say, let's look at the past. Because as you know from the content and the videos that I've shared with you, I'm very much a live in the now as much as you can, practice gratitude and appreciation, thankful appreciation, okay? But like I said, the human condition, we're going to go back and forth. But for the majority of your life, if you can be in the here now and practice gratitude, great. But there are many moments that we can't, and we're going to be looking at the past. So for example, this is one time I'm going to say to you, this exercise is going to be key, okay? Take a piece of paper, draw a line down the center. On the left side, write the words, happy me. And this is where you're going to write down, you're going to close your eyes, you're going to imagine, and you're going to write down when you felt more confident, and you're going to access those memories from the past. Where were you? Who were you with? Describe it in detail. What were you doing? What was describe like a week in your life back then when you were happy? And that actually going back and feeling those feelings and thinking and reliving those moments, and it's going to be different for every single person, okay? So describe what that is. Describe how you felt, who was in your life, what were you doing, what was your day-to-day routine, or what did you do in a week that made that you considered being your happiest. Okay? And once you've gotten that jotted down, like once you've actually captured those moments, then you can look at your life now and say, oh, wow. And things probably took like a 360 turn in most cases. And it gives you, you can write down all the things that you're doing now, maybe that you're not happy about, or maybe you're in a rut, or you were in a relationship that you're no longer in anymore. Maybe you had great habits and you exercise in the morning and you're not exercising anymore. Maybe you're spending too much time on social media. But what does the now look like? Like what are you doing now? So that's what you're going to write in the other side of the column, the right side. So once you've done that, then you have a better idea. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm living two worlds. And you are. We all live in two different worlds, or we have access to two different worlds. The person that we were and the person that we are now. And you can go back. You can go back. It's not going to be exactly the same, but you can go back and capture those moments, because if you mimic the routine that you had, it's going to bring you a little closer to that happy me that you were. So, we do have an internal map, and that's how we can access it for each of us. Each of us can do this and access that map, that happiness, that maybe it's freedom. Maybe happy to you is freedom. Maybe happy to you is, sense of community. So that's how you're going to discover what happiness is for you once you've mapped out what those moments were, when that time was, how old were you. It's going to help you understand what is important to you. And this is different from a mission or a vision or anything like that, okay? So I think I'll close things off there, and I will do like a part 2, talk about this a little more. But the Mel Robbins podcast that I was referring to is called The #1 Journal Exercise to Become the Person You've Always Wanted to Be. So I'm going to link that down below. I highly recommend you do the exercise, even if you feel like you're in your happiest moment. Because I think every single one of us has maybe another world that we're not fully accessing. When I talk about being your best self or being your happiest self, okay? Thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate you spending time with me and taking this journey with me. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.